Tell them I'm staying right here. Tell them I'm switching my gear. Yeah. Tell them I'm just getting started. Tell them this year's my year. Tell them that. 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 Yeah.
6 here again with the podcast. Today I have Jack's Alliance in the house.
What's up?
Got a lot. We're gonna try to cover as much as we can with the group. A few questions here and there. Some controversial, some not. Probably not. First we're gonna start with Aaron. And what's going on, Aaron? Is everything good?
Yeah, everything's straight. Just been laying back. Been behind the scenes a lot lately. Trying to make connections.
Trying to hook it up.
Yeah, some connections, and I even rebuilt some. Trying to rebuild some. Really trying to get that drama out behind us.
Okay. Yeah, we eventually will get into that. Yeah, it happens, man, with the car scene. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. How was it last night at the car meet?
50-50 split, really, quality. Which is nothing wrong with that. I only saw like one or two people acting full, but other than that, it was pretty chill.
How did y'all get involved in the car scene?
I
know I seen you a whole bunch of times before I started 6
yeah.
Every time I used to go to
we used to just speak, just in passing.
Every time I went to a car show, you was always there, like either working in there or just being there.
Yeah, so and I'm pretty sure we'll touch on Kendrick Impulse, but I actually got introduced to the scene through Kendrick Impulse. One of my best friends, he was the president of the team, and when I moved from Orlando, I crossed paths with him through mutual friends, and pretty much the rest is history. Like if there was something going on, he got the details on it. And events like Trey Staker.
I've seen you a lot in his car shows.
Yeah. So he, I have a personal relationship with him. And then, a couple other names here and there that people that are no longer here that I kind of hung out around. And then, in one way or another, everybody's kind of tied into each other. So, yeah, I've been around pretty much since, officially, I've been around since, I'd say, 2013, 2014. But I've been, pretty much in the car since before I graduated high school.
That's what's up. What about you, Ryan?
Started in Nashville, Tennessee, mini trucking. Had really, car culture back then was strict, so I was always in the backyard or, dad's garage trying to build something stupid. And I started in 06. I got out of it 2012. I stepped out of it and joined the military. When I decided to come back to it was when I moved here, got into bikes. I actually ran across him. Never talked to him, but I remember seeing him. Him and his friend, Zoe, sorry. And that's whenever I saw them like mobbing. They were the hot shit. So I was like, I'm gonna start building a car again. And I slowly progressed, and I reached out finally, and it was months, almost a year later.
The white Civic.
Yeah, the white FK. I wanted to be ready before I joined the club because I saw them, and I was like, I can't become stock stuff. There's no way. And I joined in, met Chandler, Renee, and then all the good friends, and I just kept progressing, and now I'm where I am now. When I first met them, that's what made me want to get back into it.
When you was in KI? When you got into KI?
No, whenever I ran across them, him and Zoe, I remember seeing them and I was like, man, I miss cars. I was in bikes real big, the turbo boost and everything, and I was like, I gotta do it again. I can't stop.
That's pretty much how I got back in the car scene, because I used to be in the car scene in Puerto Rico a lot, and then when I got here, winded up getting me a Chrysler 300
Mm-hmm.
years after I got here, and that car, the Chrysler caught on fire, and then I winded up buying a bike, and at the time, I used to ride out in Puerto Rico with a whole bunch of buddies of mine, but I didn't kind of like there wasn't a lot of people in the Hispanic side that rode bikes, and since I was kind of like new here, I didn't really know a lot of people. I got bored because I was just taking rides by myself, you know.
Yeah.
So I ended up selling it, and I ended up buying the 350. I had a gray 350, and that's how I got back in the car scene through that car. I started going to the 370 meets, and then after that, everything just went straight downhill, bro. I just got deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper.
Exactly like me.
It's a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And once you start, yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, I had gotten rid of the other bike, and I bought a yellow Gixxer. And the same thing happened. I ain't know nobody, you know what I'm saying? So I just let it sit because I had bought the 370. So I got more into the car, and I just let this bike sit. Then I was like, man, I gotta get rid of this thing, you know what I'm saying? So I went and sold it and put the money into the car, and everything went downhill after that, you know? You guys consider you guys have a decent amount of quality cars in the group right now?
We're getting there. If anyone knows me personally, it's I have standards. I'm very I try to lean back and like let them do their thing, and we let less quality builds join us, with them promising that they will build.
You give them like like a time limit, a specification time limit?
Yeah, it's kind of like if we see them stagnant too long, we make it evident that they will time's running out. And I mean, it's as simple as this. It's not being rude or anything. It's just that this club might not be right for you, but this one might be. Just because my club's not right for you, you know, there's another club out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it personal. It's not personal. Stop making it personal.
Yeah, it's just keeping standards on the quality of cars that you want in the club, because you want to portray an image, for the club. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So.
Like Chandler, I've seen him pit in I don't even know how many hours. You probably put in that Subaru.
Yeah.
Me alone, in every build I've ever done, people would call me crazy. But if you want to be in a club, you gotta dedicate. I'm not asking you to dedicate your life to it, but you have to dedicate some kind of time to it to be in the club. We're not trying to take your mom's car and let you ride around with us.
Yeah, I mean, if I could say something, I mean, it's kind of like whenever you're a part of anything else, a job. We'll just use that for an example.
Mm-hmm.
You go to work and you put on a uniform. Whenever you're a part of a club, or if you're a part of something, it just helps if everybody looked uniform.
Yeah.
So it's like if, like he was saying a second ago, you have somebody that has put countless and work into their car, and then you have somebody that has the same banner. Again, nothing wrong with people that haven't progressed as far as you have, but there comes a time to where if you haven't made any progress, it just kind of it sends a message to the people that are genuine in their builds, that are actually busting their knuckles, spending countless and sleepless nights on their builds and doing research on them just for you to park next to someone that sounds kind of shallow. It's like a double-edged sword, but at the end of the day, I mean, if you're in the scene, I mean, it just comes down to that, regardless of if you're a good person or whatever.
I'll just use this as a perfect example. I remember when I first joined the car community and I first got JDM. I had an EK hatch, and it wasn't nothing special. I just got it and kept some wheels. Maybe I think I lowered it, and I pulled into my bad. It was my mini truck. I wasn't bagged yet. Pulled into the car meet, and it was all mini truck. and they told me to go park way over there. And I was like,
That happened to me the other day.
no way.
I went to a car meet and I drove in. I'm not even gonna say which one because dude was like, park over there in the gravel in the back where all the cars that were being worked on, and I feel like they did it. He did it on purpose because, dude, you know, why would you do that? You know, look, you know, I'm not riding on no crappy car. You know what I'm saying? You know, why are you trying to hide me all the way back there where all the cars are being worked on? You know what I'm saying? So I just pulled. I looked and I pulled and I was like, hell no, bro. I pulled right next to it and I aired it out. Just stood right there. Say something. I mean, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying? I'll just leave. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
You've put too much time into this. You personally.
Yeah.
And when people ask me who you are, the best way to put 6 years of almost a public figure, a content creator,
The who?
you.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just like it's for someone to tell you that, and like if they really don't know who you are, then
Dude, my car has a big ass logo in the window. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, I just looked at him. I was like, I didn't even say nothing to her. I just went there, aired out, and just got out the car and left. I was like, if he say something, I'm just going to get in my car and leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to be an ass, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I can help you. Can help you take off. You got me parked way back here.
So, but shit, also with what you were saying earlier, going back to that, like, I totally understand on the prospect part of it, and I know you, not that people, you want them to dedicate all their time to the group, but the more time I feel like you're with the group, you vibe better. You know what I'm saying? And you get closer to each other, and it's more like a family type shit. So whenever you go out, you're going to feel comfortable to where you're going because y'all going together. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't see that,
People take me the wrong way a lot, and I understand that. I mean, it's cool.
Well, looking at you from far away, you're like,
oh yeah, dude. My face is great to see.
At the beginning when I first started, I wouldn't even like pull up to you because you was always so serious. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'll catch you another day. I was like, dude, I'll catch you another day, or get you in a conversation where you're in. I'll just jump in and talk to him. But it's not like, everybody, carries himself differently. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm always observing. This is what it is. It's nothing. I'm not. I look mad all the time. I know. But it's just
especially when you scream next to somebody scared of shit.
Oh yeah.
Did he tell you about that?
No, but I believe it though. I believe it. Again,
bro. The other day at the meet we collabed in over there at Best Buy, somebody was doing dumb shit.
Yeah. Okay.
So we pulled up to the dude, right, and we're telling him to get the fuck out, So he pulls out. Then the other one started doing it. I guess he didn't catch that we was actually enforcing them to get out. So he thought we was recording or some shit. He started doing it. We started screaming at him, yo, get the fuck out. You know what you're doing. So he's like, okay, I'm leaving. So when he's pulling up, he stopped. And I'm about to go to him and tell him to get out. And he comes out of nowhere, yo, get the fuck out. Bro, there was like 5 of us. Everybody was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, when it comes to the BS, man, we don't, I mean, you've seen it.
Oh, dude, and especially you, both of y'all like really passionate about this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing though. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, like, I don't know who I was telling this to. I was telling it to somebody that just recently did something like that and started kicking people out of the meet, and the meet wasn't even his. And I told him, I was like, dude, I mean, I get it, bro, because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? You're passionate about it. You don't want nobody fucking up your meets or the meet you go to. You know what I'm saying? And you make that confrontation, and it's not good because you're confronting somebody is gonna bring out more drama, and then it's gonna go back and forth, and then it's gonna get physical. You know what I'm saying? And at a meet, you don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
And with your temper,
And that's a huge reason as to why I took a step back, man. It seemed like people were going out just so they can, bring that side out of you.
Yeah.
And it just got to a point. It was like, man, I can't go to
can't
these
react
meets
to everybody because
I've
everybody's
learned,
gonna
though.
do it.
I've learned, yeah.
And I seen you at I think it was the first KI meet y'all did.
Yeah.
And
I had a
fucking
target
blew
painted.
a
Yeah,
gasket.
I had a
like,
target
holy
painted on my.
shit.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
You was there, right?
Yeah. I was.
That was the meet actually where I was like, you know what, I just.
You had like 5, 10, 6 people holding him back. He was like, "Get the fuck out!" Blah, blah. I was like, "Oh shit, man!"
I used to be all about that because that's how you did it back where I was from. But that was back whenever people got the message. They got it. They're like, hey, yeah, I messed up. I gotta go. But now, just shut it down. Like you did it. I remember you did it not too long. Like it was a long time ago. But it's like when the meets really started popping off around here on the side of town. You shut down one for people misbehaving, and called the cops. And
I did it twice. I did it
I remember.
at AutoZone. I did it one time, and on Academy I did it the separate time. Yeah, I had forgotten about the AutoZone one. Yeah.
yeah, I was like that. At first, I was like, that's kind of he shut it down for everybody. But then again, you're taking they're putting you at risk. Everything you build. All the connections and everything. So I was like, maybe that's a way better approach.
Because you don't have to do that confrontation. Mm-hmm. I'd approach him and be like, "Yo, don't do that." You know what I'm saying? But when he started already, then you got the other one over there repeating, and then you got the other one over here. So you're gonna be
Can't control it.
Like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, look, just let's end it today early. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most of the time, like if the meets are pretty lengthy, like from 8 to 12. 10 o'clock, I'm already ready to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're praying that everybody gets out at 11, go get the fuck out at 11. But it depends on the vibe again, you know what I'm saying? If everybody's vibing and, and nobody's doing dumb shit, you just keep it going, bro. And that's the good thing about it, man.
Yeah, I will clear it up on that. I have learned my lesson, with, trying to regulate, meats and stuff like that. If stuff's like going on and it's like people are starting to, I just was like, you know what, man, I'm just gonna, because you paint a target on your back too, especially when you have a bright yellow, green, whatever shirt that says staff on the back of it. People gone.
Yeah, they're gonna see that just for the hell of it, just because they see you mad, they'd be like, go ahead, do it.
I literally watched a dude stand by his bike, wasn't even on it, cut on his bike, rev it, and shut it off just to get a reaction out of me. Yeah. And it was like, you know what? Nah, I need to check myself.
Yeah, so that lets you know that he's just wanting to mess with you and get a reaction.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? It's not worth it, And the thing about it is that nowadays, bro, I guess the cops or the government have picked up on it, at least here in Jacksonville and Clay County, and they banking on it. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, fucking JSO, we trying to do a meet at Umami's on San Jose. Cops are $60 an hour, dude. Mm-hmm. And before it was like 35. Yep. Now they got it by tiers. So if you got tier 1, it's like $35 to $50, $35, $40 an hour. Tier 2 is $50, $65. Tier 3, you get a captain, or you know what I'm saying, and the prices keep going up. You know what I'm saying? And then if you do it without them, like what happened to our meet, cop pulled up. Mind you, I had talked to the people from Best Buy. You know what I'm saying? And they had.
I was there when the cops pulled up.
Yeah,
I was still there.
So they pulled up, talking about the Best Buy just called. Dude, Best Buy closes at 8:30. You know what I'm saying? And I spoke to them. How you gonna tell me they called? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, well, I'm gonna go talk to them. And he went and pulled around the building, and I'm like, he's not gonna find nobody. There's nobody there. So when I walked all the way over there to see what, and they just in the cop car talking to each other. So he pulls out again and starts walking towards where we was at. And the girl that was with him was like, oh, we just literally heard one of your guys revving their car. I was like, there's another car meet at the mall. and you could hear the Mopars. You could hear the Mopars going under the building, under the bridge. Dude, as soon as she was gonna talk, like 4 of them just passed. Blah, 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 blah. You could hear the noise, and she looked at me. I was like, "You see, it's not us. We don't. We're not about that. You know what I'm saying?" So he was like, "Oh, just keep it down and whatever," and they left. We hear from them all night.
Creating jobs for these folks, man.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, if we don't have the cops on site, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna come over here and shut us down. So that's in a way forcing us to bring cops,
Keep it,
having to pay cops. You know what I'm saying? So that goes into question now. That do we have to always pay for cops? Yes, and that's definitely, you know, obvious. Now, do we have to charge people to get into car meets? You know what I'm saying? Because you want to make it safe, you got to pay. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, in order to do that, you got to charge vendors to get in. Because a lot of people, okay, we got vendors. Okay, are they helping you with the cops? Oh no. So you're putting your if you're you create car meets, you do car meets, and you have this big crowd. You're putting them in front of the public that is consuming. They're making money. What are you making? And not that you're gonna get rich off of it, you know what I'm saying? But at least provides protection. With $100 a meet, $75 a meet, that each vendor that they can pay you, that money could go towards cops. You know what I'm saying? So you do that. Plus, if they don't do that, then you have to charge to get in, to protect the property, and to be able to give somebody a safe place to go. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we're at right now.
I've been thinking a lot about that too. Everything you said is completely 100% accurate. Plus, if somebody has to pay to get in, they're not gonna act. Most likely, they're gonna act a fool because they just paid to get in. I mean, it kind of keeps that thought in their head, like, I don't want to waste my money and get kicked out. So I mean, that's the way I've been thinking about it. Like, if you charge them even $5 a car, they're gonna try to behave. Hopefully.
Yeah, because they're not. You know, I just paid $5. I'm not gonna try to get this shit shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It kind of like controls the crowd a little bit more because of that, and two, because you got cops on site that entrance money is paying for. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I said, you're not gonna get rich off it. It's not something you don't get rich off of. You're not gonna go and make money to put a $10,000 turbo on your car. You know what I'm saying? Shit like it's none of that. You know what I'm saying? It's for protection for the people. You know, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, the whole car community. I mean, the meets and everything it's bouncing back and forth. Like, you get you have good qualities here and there, and all of a sudden you'll get, like, it seems like it just
Street takeovers.
Yeah, street takeovers. It's nuts.
What do you think makes your car group function?
That's a good question. I mean, it's the environment. What we've created right off the rip. We want it somewhere, just like you said, that collective minds. I mean, and we're not going to sacrifice that to bring something. Like, you could have the cleanest car in the world, and if you don't vibe with everybody, you're not going to make it in.
Yeah, because they could try to, like, merge in, but if you're not that social, or, you know, with you don't create your little clique within the group, you know, you're just gonna.
There's that side of it. You know, everybody in some way is connected. It's not just one sided. You know, it's not everybody that's in the crew. You know, not everybody is forced to get along. It's everybody that's in the crew has to, you know, genuinely want to be there. And then the other side of that is there are roles that are in the crew that kind of regulate, you know, what's going on. I mean, everybody's eyes. You know, if you see something, say something. So I mean, that helps.
So in your group, you guys have roles for each like let's say like a management. Like, you got 4 or 5 people in management, right?
That's the founders, yeah.
You got them doing different things. What kind of roles do they play in the group?
So we got Shaylee that does a lot of the operations, like, you know, keeping, you know, bookkeeping, and just like, you know, as simple as birthdays, all the way up to, like, when's the next meet. Like she does she does a lot, a whole lot.
Is she the one that runs the Jags Alliance
Mm-hmm.
Instagram page?
Yes, she's very motivated, and really appreciate that. Mine, I have a simple job. I just try to keep club relations. Sometimes I'm good at it, sometimes I'm bad at it. Who knows? Chandler's an officer. If anything happens, like it's simple. Like if someone's disgruntled in the group and it needs to be brought to my attention or anyone's attention, he comes to us, or he takes care of himself, whichever one's the best. I rely a lot on Chandler whenever he's around to keep the vibe in check, and that's really all I want. It's just a good environment. I ain't trying to deal with drama. And a lot of other clubs too. They have backings. I have Risen with Risen Raps. You have Burning Night with his name's Chris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris.
Chris.
Yeah, Chris. And you have multiple other clubs that have this backing. Either a brand, selling merch and stuff. I really don't want to get into that. I don't want to. I'm not trying to get rich off of this, and you're not going to.
So you're doing more like get together type shit.
Get together.
Yeah, it's just like a small group thing.
I just want to keep the real car community alive. That's all I want to do. And I don't want to see it.
Thing. Yeah.
I don't want to see it. That's yeah. Well, I'll go over the rest of that later.
What do you think is going now?
That's actually where I was going.
That's where you're going.
Where do I think the car community is going? Tell me if I'm wrong. It's all about horsepower now. It's all it is. Like you have these clean, like just stupid clean cars that are getting no respect. Getting, this Instagram everything. They're not getting what they deserve. And everyone's like, man, I got my Coyote on 1,200 horses, twin turbo, and that's getting all the hype.
So you're saying that the powered cars are getting more attention than the stance ones?
Yes, and don't get me wrong. I'm not a great. I like a stance car. I would never drive one, but I like the way they look. I think it's. I hear them bottom out on flat pavement. I'm like, oh, but no, but I still respect them. They put time, they put money into it. I understand it. There's art behind it, but I think the car community lost that category. Like, there's just only one category now. And that's how fast can you go. And I drive a GTR. I understand I can go fast, but that's not what I wanted.
But you'd rather
be
a little bit stanced out than.
I'd rather be clean. I just clean. Just
I think what's happening is I don't think it's more so what's getting attention over the other. I think the genuinity. I don't even know if that's a word, but
it is
people,
now.
yeah. But you get a lot of people that I was talking to. Perfect example. I was talking to my barber, Mikey Hernandez. He drove. I met him whenever he had the gold Integra. But
Goomboy.
Yeah,
Goomboy
exactly,
Mikey, yeah.
exactly. But I was talking with him, and he was saying that it shouldn't be people are getting mad because someone is doing a mod to their car and like, oh, I have to one up that person. I mean, if you're doing it for that reason, there shouldn't be a place for that in the community, because I mean it's you're doing it for the wrong reason. You don't do it because if I get this many likes, I'm going to do this mod.
Yes.
Or if everybody's.
I've seen a lot of those posts. Yeah.
So it's I mean, that's what's wrong with the car community. I mean, make all the power. I mean, be as clean as you want. I mean, or do both. But the problem is people are doing it for the wrong reasons. And I'm not gonna police that, but it's those kind of people that give it. It's like it's saturating,
the market,
the entire community,
okay.
Because I mean it's getting overcrowded, and it's getting overcrowded with people that are doing it for the wrong reasons. I mean, you're doing it for likes.
So you think that those people that are getting into the power cars are coming to the meets and trying to show off their shit and revving their stuff at the meets, and you think that would be that
Actually, no,
that's
tell you
one
the
of the
truth,
problems?
I don't see them doing that.
You don't?
That's a bad thing. I see I'm not going to point fingers, but or even name them off, but I see certain types of cars doing it, and I'm like, why? Why are you doing that? Like the power cars are, yeah, every once in a while they'll do it, but at least it sounds good.
True.
I mean,
Yeah, in a way, if if the location is right, rev your shit. I don't care. Just don't leave no marks on the ground. You know, don't do no burnouts. Rev your shit. If you have a nice built car, you know what I'm saying? Because there's certain locations you can accept the fact that they're gonna rev it. You know what I'm saying? Just let it be. You know what I'm saying? But certain locations you can't even do that.
Time and place for it.
Yeah. Exactly. I have another question. What do you think about the takeovers?
Cancer.
Cancer.
Cancer to the car community.
There's a reason why I asked you this. You know what I'm saying? So you think it's cancer to the community?
Yeah, it's when I was younger, yeah, you did burnouts here and there, and being safe, but taking over intersections, shutting down meets, and ruining it for everybody else. Why? Why are you doing it? It makes no sense to me.
How you think that's gotten here in Jacksonville?
It's
just like anything else. I mean, just social media.
So yeah, it's literally social media. It's someone holding a phone and saying, "Man, take over the intersection," and like you're doing it. Why? Like, why are you doing that? Like, and people get hurt while it's happening.
And that's the thing too. That's the biggest thing is regardless of, I mean, because we've been street racing for as long as anybody could remember. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's that stuff's gonna happen. Mm-hmm. And it's not to say that part is okay, but then you got people that are at these takeover meets, and there's a lot of stuff that goes on. Like if somebody gets hit or whatever, which is inevitable. I mean, almost every video that I've seen, there's a fight that starts with someone pulling out a gun. I mean, that's the stuff that goes on. I mean, it's that happens inside of it, and then there was somebody that got killed, innocent bystander. Mm-hmm. I guess someone was on a golf cart or it's something. I mean, but this happened a while ago.
That happened here in Jacksonville?
I don't think it happened here in Jacksonville, but
it just made, one of the videos.
Yeah, it made it made a bunch of headlines, but it's like all of that is going on.
Yeah.
It's like,
see, when I joined the car community, I looked up to people like what I would like to think I was, and like, man, one day I'm gonna have that, and I strived for that, and I kept working for it. But now you got this mass internet out there that they see people doing certain stuff and like, man, we should do that, and they don't think the consequences. It ruins your life.
Yeah. Like
you get caught doing something like that, that's jail time. Like you don't want to do it. Trust me, you don't want that.
I guess that's why you steal cars and go and do it. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like here in Jacksonville, it's calmed down.
Yeah.
And not that it's calmed down. I feel like it hasn't happened anymore ever since the raid. Like they haven't done it. I think they did it one time in an event that happened at the pit, and when they built the pit, I feel like they gave them a house to go to and do all that stuff, and I feel that's the best thing that's happened. Because this is like the power community, the car, the power cars have their clique. Mm-hmm. Stance people have their clique. The bikes have their clique, and now instead of doing it dangerously, you know what I'm saying? Now they have, their house where they can do that in a safe place, and it's not safe 100% because I've seen some crazy shit happen in videos. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the bikes. You know what you're getting yourself into when you get a bike. You know what I'm saying? You know what can happen. You know the good and the bad about the bikes. You could fall, somebody could hit you, all that stuff. Same thing goes with the people that go to the pit. You know what I'm saying? You got that you get in there, your car is either gonna get fucked up, gonna get crashed up, or you're gonna get hit by a car and you can freaking die. You know what I'm saying? just I feel like right now we're in that kind of like
We're in a weird area.
huh?
Like a weird time. It's a weird time for us.
Yeah, because it's happening but under control. It's not happening like like the ones in Orlando and Tampa that they're still out there. Excuse me. They're still out there in the streets doing it, you know, behind warehouses and all that shit, you know?
I mean, it's kind of why I stay here in Jacksonville and don't venture out too far. I am going to Orlando on the 14th. Yeah, like 14th to see someone invited me to a meet, and I believe me and Chad or not JDM. You know what I'm talking about? Chad Gold Supra.
Oh yeah, I do know. Okay,
Yeah, so
okay.
Yeah, I think he's gonna roll down there with me.
Some big tire. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a tire on it.
But I'm a little nervous about even going down there because, like you said, I've heard of Orlando being a little risky.
And it's not everywhere. It's just if you I know the groups that actually do it in Orlando, but it's just one of them, you know? So just if you do go over there, just make sure you're not in that.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, thank God this one's during the day.
Because the car community in Orlando is a lot bigger than here, bro.
Yeah.
And they the quality over there, the cars are
And
crazy.
I would love to see Jacksonville take off, like, and just like, but everyone with nice cars, you know, you got Chris with the Audi R8, and you got a number of people that won't even come out because.
And you know, and now that you say that, it's crazy because here in Jacksonville, I see a lot of people, you know, on the post, oh, the car scene here in Jacksonville is shit. Oh, it's shit. Oh, it's shit. And then when you go in their profiles, they got nice cars.
Mm-hmm.
So the car scene is shit because of you.
Yeah,
Because you have a nice car and you don't bring it out. So and that's not just one. That's a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? And they don't come out to the car meets unless it's their car meet. You know what I'm saying? So you're making the car scene shit because everybody ever since the takeovers went down and everybody's been bringing cops to it. That's a safe haven right there. You can make the car scene good. You know what I'm saying? You want to see clean cars? Bring your car out. Tell your homies to bring their cars out. You know what I'm saying? And the car scene will get good. You know what I'm saying? But talking shit on Facebook, Instagram, saying that the Jacksonville car community is shit is because you're making it shit. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel.
I totally, again, I totally see your side on that, and I see their side as well. Like, they have a nice car, they don't want to take it to meet because they're scared it's gonna get hit or something, and
that's my point because we've made it safe enough to where you can bring your car out.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's up to them to pick and choose and, you know, get to know what meet they're going to. Are they having cops? You know what I'm saying? Are they gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have all the things that are gonna make them feel safe enough to bring their cars out.
Yeah.
You know? But if you just going on Facebook on any page and looking up for car meets and then going there and you see it's a shitty car meet and you know what I'm saying? That's on you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get right with the ones that are doing the things right. You know what I'm saying? And you won't have that problem. The Jacksonville car meet won't be a shit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's the way I feel. You know, I don't know. I don't know if it makes sense or not.
It does make sense, 100%. And I see both sides of the argument, and not argument, but just both sides of perspectives, whatever. But I bring mine out, and I feel plenty safe now. I mean, honestly, the takeover, I'm hoping it's all behind us. It was kind of childish, but
yeah, definitely, man. I really like. I'm thankful for the guy that said, you know, let me open the spot up and bring these guys in. You know what I'm saying? Big up to them for real because, you know, not only he's saving the car community, he's also saving lives.
he really, I mean, honestly, when I first heard about it, I was like, this is going to be a disaster. They're going to go there and they're going to recruit and it's going to get worse. Polar opposite seems like it's happened. It seems like it's calmed down a lot.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the intersection ones like I don't know, months, maybe a year.
I mean, every once in a while I'll see tire marks on the road, but that's not to say it's a takeover.
Because you'll see somebody that's got the itch in their foot, and you know what I'm saying. You're like, hold on, I'm here by myself. Let me step on it. Ooh, do a donut and just keep going. You know what I'm saying. But if he's doing that shit at 3:00 in the morning, you know what I'm saying. Nobody's on the road. Hey, nobody's seeing you. Keep it going. You had your little fun. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. It's just like the same thing with the meets. You know what I'm saying. Don't come to the car meet and do a fucking burnout or a fucking donut. Go somewhere where it's controlled and you have nobody around. Take a couple of your buddies and do it over there. You know what I'm saying?
Because 9 times out of 10 we've seen a car do it before. I mean,
you know what I'm saying? And it's not like you can't do it, but somewhere else. Don't come fuck up the car meet because you feel like you want to do a burnout.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And that kid I went off on, afterwards I was like, man, I feel kind of bad about that. Like,
so you feel bad?
Like, I kind of think I blew up too much about it. I think I overreacted.
No, I mean, you didn't, bro. You didn't. You know why? Because it's not the place to do that shit. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? There was plenty of other places that night where you could have went and did the shit that you did. You know what I'm saying?
He also ran around claiming I called him the hard R, and I was like,
the what?
He told him he went around telling all his club buddies and stuff that I dropped the hard R on him, and I was like, what?
I'm glad he didn't have a pacemaker on his eye. It would have fucking blew up.
He was different. He obviously did it at the wrong time. Obviously didn't read the situation right, and he paid the price.
Yeah, he definitely didn't read the situation. And I'm gonna give it to the other guy too, because the one with the Mustang, he hit me up.
No, did he?
Yeah, he hit me up and he sent me a text message apologizing and shit. And I let him know. I was like, look, just like I said, go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Do it somewhere else. When we got spots like that, it's because we asked for permission, and the next day, they're gonna check it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna check and see and make sure that nobody's doing no dumb shit. Because that's what I call it nowadays. I don't call them takeovers. I call them dumb shit. You're doing dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. What it is. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that shit, though. But Mm-hmm. So the real question. So how did you guys? He looked like it was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it. So how did you guys decide that y'all wanted to do Jack's Alliance?
The God honest truth, and I really haven't spread this much to anyone outside the club of how it really happened. The person I was in charge of the club we were a part of, KI, I told him that there was people who've been not coming to me, but talking around me about how they were the standards weren't being held that Zoe put in place. And I believe Zoe, I didn't know Zoe personally, but I believe that he would have not been happy about it either. So I reached out to was he the president? I don't even know if it was.
Who was making the decisions back then?
It's such a scramble now.
Was it Rob?
There actually, yes, at that particular time, it was Rob. There was a couple of people that were regulating it that had left and done their own thing. I'm not one to just put names or whatever.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about Rob,
I mean, nothing against the guy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just what happened. But it was just a bunch of people weren't on the same page, and whenever it was time to talk about it, instead of handling it like adults, it was just it took one person blowing up, and it was I kind of got caught in the middle of it, and I was attached to the name. I was still trying to hold on to what it was. So
yeah, because you was friends with the previous owner of the club.
Actually, I was friends with majority of the people that were in there, but then it was like,
were they still there when it
some of them,
when it did the transfer of president?
Some of them. So I will say that what we'll call the Kindred Impulse that's present now. They call themselves the Rebirth.
Rebirth, yeah.
And again, nothing against them. Biggest respects for them and the name. But whenever Zoe passed, and other people were kind of figuring out how it was going to be ran, it didn't feel. It didn't feel like it. So a lot of the members that were core members, we'll call them the OG members, they took a step back and they weren't, coming out.
They were just kind of like lingering back, see what happens. And
I mean, everybody had their own story, though. I mean, everybody had their own personal lives, families, whatever it may be. And I can't fault anyone for it because I was, in a sense, kind of fading into the bush, too, with that.
Yeah.
But whenever, the whole thing kind of transpired, it was one person that, didn't handle it like how it should. And it was an ultimatum. It was like, hey, if this is how it's going to be, I'm just going to go ahead and take my exit. It was the most respectable way. He left, did his thing or whatever, and it just kind of fell apart from there. So after he took his exit, and it made me reevaluate myself, and my position in it too as well. So then I had a conversation with him, and a couple other people after he left. I trailed behind him. It was like maybe I don't know. It was a few. It was like a mass leaving. Like the entire team just split
in two. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
That's not what I wanted. And
yeah.
IFS still had the message. It's probably on Discord somewhere. But my exact words were, if this issue isn't addressed, there's going to be a mass exiting. And I had no intention.
You said there was going to be a what?
Mass exiting. Like a
mass exiting?
Yeah.
One of those.
You pull it up from the bottom.
Oh, I do have it.
Yeah.
So basically,
Okay.
basically I was
What?
Flip it over.
Oh, you.
Yeah, you got one too if you want to use it. Get comfortable. You don't have to fucking lean back on this bitch.
He got good knees.
No, I don't. But so I was just telling him, like, hey, people are upset. It wasn't me that's upset. I was upset, but I was telling him, hey man, there's people talking. Like, you might want to like address this and like figure a route that makes everybody happy. And he put out a message. He messaged me back, and he put a message like, hey, Mercy meeting tonight. So I showed up, and the route they took wasn't the wrong route. It wasn't. I'm not saying that anyone was wrong. It just wasn't the route I wanted either. So I was like, you know what? My exact words were, hey guys, I love everyone here. I have no beef with anyone here. Much respect for all y'all, but this club isn't for me. And I was like, I hope the best for y'all. I walked out. And what happened after that, I wasn't there, so I don't have much about it. But I gathered everybody that I knew, that I liked from the club, that I really liked, and was just trying to stay in contact with them. And all of a sudden, it was just like I started getting messages like, "When are we doing this? I'm like, when are we doing what?" And they're like, "When are we gonna start our own thing?" And I'm like, "I don't think I really want to. I don't want to be in charge of anything." I literally, when I asked him, whenever I spun everything up and had help doing it, I didn't even run for president. I didn't run for any position. And
pretty much just happens.
yeah, I put it together, right, with help with everybody. Everybody put it together. And I told them that don't put me in run for president. I don't want any responsibility. I want to just chill. And again, drama happens. I had to reevaluate what happened, so I put all the founders that we chose that would be founders in place, and it's going smooth right now. Some things need to be reevaluated, like standards, quality, like what you brought up to begin with. Some people say we're not up to par, which they could be right, but
that you're not a what?
Up to par with, like, quality.
Oh.
There's other clubs out there that are better than us. There is, in quality wise, but my members will get there. I believe in him. He's almost done with his.
Almost, but still got a bit to go. But
I think whenever Chandler pops out in that Subaru, I think it's going to motivate a lot of people. I really do. Because it's going to be a big step for our club.
So when it happened, how many people dipped out with y'all?
22, I think it was.
I didn't know an exact count, but it was a mass.
Massive.
It was a mass. And again, it's not to say that Kendrick Impulse will always have a special place in my heart. I mean, that banner is still on my windshield. There's some things about that'll never change with me. I still keep in touch with all the OG members, all the people that were there when I started into the car community, because ultimately that's what I do it for. But just like anything else, I mean, even if it happened, not saying that there's anything going on in the Alliance, but if there's ever any situation to where I can't grow or benefit, or it's starting to rob me of my peace, I take a step back. And that's essentially what happened in Kendrick. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take a step back. And while I was taking a step back, it just kind of, Alliance just kind of came together while I was, like I said, I keep using the bush.
So why y'all didn't just carry the name over? Was it because somebody else had the power over the name, or y'all just wanted to start something fresh?
I personally didn't have the right to do that because
you didn't.
No, I didn't. I'm not going to take the name from them and try to start that war.
Well, that's true. That would have probably started like a tug of war. No, yeah. I deserve it. No, I deserve it.
And me being, and most of us except Chandler, all of us that did the exit were fairly new, and I believe that Zoe has the right to that name, and I think the OGs still too. I think that needs to go with them. I think honestly, we still, like I tell Chandler all the time, he said it was April 26th.
Yes.
Yeah, April 26th. Yep. We do a ride for Zoe. I respect the guy. I never even talked to him, but for what he built, I respect.
I never met him. I got to the car scene and to the tail end of him running the group, and I heard of Kendrick Impulse so many times, and at that time I was still in the process of putting 6th Gear together, because I was in the other 370 group, kind of like trying to put them on the top and making the connections so they can be what they used to be. And I've heard a lot about Kindred, and then all of a sudden I heard what happened, and I actually went to the car show that Staker did for for the funds and stuff like that.
That's probably I was working that event.
Yeah,
too.
You was there.
I was there. I think I was on my bike. If I remember correctly. And that's whenever I was just transitioning back into the cars. But it really hit the car community hard when that happened.
Yeah.
That was a big hit. I think that he carried a lot of respect with his name, the KI name.
Oh yeah. Everywhere I went, I heard about him. Everywhere, everybody always has something good to say about him.
I heard nothing but joy, and I wish I would have had a chance to meet him. And that's why I will never say no to someone that wants to do a ride for Zoe or something for the OGs. Or if the OG KI member came to me and said they needed something, I'd be there for them. Because I respect that KI, and I still respect the new KI. I respect them too. But I think honestly, if it wasn't for Zoe, I probably would have never got back in cars. Seeing Zoe and Chandler and everybody, it was a big boost in motivation for me.
That's cool. Well, they're doing their own thing, They got their numbers up for the last time I seen them. I haven't seen them out in a minute. I was supposed to do a podcast with them, and something happened that they couldn't do it. But yeah, I haven't seen them out in a minute. I'm gonna have to.
I actually, now you say that, I saw one last night. I think it was last night, and they have been very
low key.
Yeah, and I mean, maybe they're doing something big. Pretty cool. I hope to see something big.
Sometimes I guess gotta pull away a little bit. It's like me in the winter. I don't do car meets in the winter, so I hibernate. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably at that stage right now. But shit, big up to them for keep doing what they're doing and keeping the name alive.
At the end of the day, regardless of what you want to call, what you have going on, my biggest advice to anybody, if it keeps you alive or if it brings life to you, do it.
Keep doing it.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and tell you to, smoke cork or coke or anything, but you know, if it keeps you alive and if it gives you purpose, go ahead and do it 100%, 1,000%.
Yeah,
you know, especially if it's something automotive related, because I mean that's what keeps me, you know, motivated to get to the next day. I mean, I have really bad days, and just the thought of something as simple as driving my WRX again, you know, it just helps me get that one extra hour or to stay late another day. You know,
how's that going?
It's going. It's coming. It had some parts coming in. What's left is just pretty much cleaning and putting everything together, remeasuring. But it's coming.
That's what's up. How's the Integra? It's getting
Got some plans in the works.
That's what's up. Got to see that car back out on the road, man.
Oh, it's on the road.
Oh yeah.
It's just not where it wants to be right now.
That's what's up.
We all go through that.
Yeah, definitely. I had my car down for like 5-6 months.
The 370.
The 370.
What?
I think the whole time winter was in. Everybody was like, "Where you at, bro?" I was like, "In my Kia." This kid just chilling. I mean, I could have gotten the tires because that's all it was. It was just tires. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it
Just
sit.
enjoy it. I mean, it's okay to take a step back every once in a while.
I'm just gonna let it sit. And the more I know that it's got fucked up tires and I can't drive it, the better, because I don't use it. You know what I'm saying? So I went and bought the Kia and was just pull up to the meets of the Kia. You know what I'm saying? Just chilling. What's in the future for Jack's Alliance at the moment?
Honestly,
Damn, I think I'm way too relaxed in this motherfucker. I feel like I'm
Go to sleep.
Jack's Alliance will. They're going to do good. They're going to do good things. We're going to open a chapter up in Virginia.
Oh, y'all opening a chapter in Virginia? That's what's up.
I'll be moving up there, and
So what's the name gonna be? Is it gonna be the same Jack's Alliance, or is it gonna be VA Alliance? VA Alliance. That's what's up.
I mean, honestly, it's gonna be another takeoff, and I have to hit the ground running. So that's probably why I'm sitting back so much, trying to gather myself up for this big move. Because I've been getting burnt out lately, and the kids, it's hard to keep up with what everybody's doing nowadays. Because as the group got bigger, I realized it's like, you're forming cliques within the group, and I don't want to see people leave Jack's, but if that's what's the best thing for them, or Jack's Alliance, sorry, so be it. I want you to leave on good terms.
It's gonna happen, because it's like from one group, you're gonna get spin-offs. Just like Jackson Alliance from Kindred. I've seen 370 groups pull out of another 370 group and coexist or be enemies, whatever. But from each group that you create, there's gonna be another one come out.
And I want to see it grow. I want to see it. I want to see this thing take off. I don't care if it's from my doing or from the next guy down the street, the next club down the street. I want to see this take off. I want to see the car community grow, and I want to see people motivated to actually build. And I think builds are dead. I think they are. You don't see builds like yours anymore. You don't see, it's rare. You see a lot of stance cars. Those stance cars are clean as hell. But that's all you see now too. Power bills, stance cars, and I miss that mix. Having pretty good power to clean.
Yeah.
Even if you show up on rep wheels, man, just do it for the right do it for the right reasons.
I don't understand it either. People that don't get other people's opinions, and they go out and buy the ugliest wheels in the world. I'm like, what are you thinking?
Yeah, you got to do it for your own.
Yeah, I always. You can ask Chandler. Before I do anything, I talk to a lot of people. I'm like, is this the right decision? Because I want a car that I like, but I want a car that grabs attention too. It's just what it is. And the GTR was a good move for me. I missed the YFK though.
Yeah, I say it was nice. You had it really nice, man.
Yeah, it was a good build. It's a 500 horsepower build. I was doing it strictly performance on that one, but it still looked pretty clean.
It did. What's next for the GTR? What you got going on for that?
Oh man,
What's next for her
Tell
build?
her she gotta catch it first.
Yeah, she gotta catch me first. But yeah, whatever. She now I probably next move I'm gonna get set up for wide body.
For the GTR?
Yeah, that's probably my next step. By wide body, I won't do the power build. I'll go strictly show.
Yeah.
But I want 3-piece with wide body. And I'll probably change up on the color of it. Don't know yet. I've changed colors ideas so many times.
That's what's up. Well, this is the end. Appreciate you guys coming by, man.
Of course.
It was definitely informative and good, bro.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Always appreciate. Always, spending time around people that actually have like minds.
Yeah, definitely.
Spending time with people like that.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys. For the collaboration the last time we did the car meet, and the support you guys give when I do a car meet, when everybody does a car meet, you guys always pull up, and that means a lot, especially for the community when we're trying to bring it back and actually make it something again.
I do appreciate you having us.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys coming by and doing this. 6 out.
Tell them I'm staying right here. Tell them I'm switching my gear. Yeah. Tell them I'm just getting started. Tell them this year's my year. Tell them that. Tell them that. Tell them that. Tell them that.